Peak turns into a river. A tiny grain of sand from a gold mine is a success. The work of one is the business of the whole team. When specialists from different fields create unique products and unite people around the world in a long-term and successful project, then everyone can learn to develop their capabilities, build their own gold business, and achieve recognition. We are all different, but we have a lot in common. We are a team of like-minded people, where everyone strives to help people fulfill their dreams. Join the InnovaGold International Business. Create your own team and develop yourself alongside with us. Team success is everyone's success.
Time to shine.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to our today's webinar. It's a little bit different from what we used to do, and today we'll have that format where you guys will be able to ask us some questions, and also with the presence of the people that we got right here. So one of the very important guest that we have. So it's Mrs. Alicia Layer, who's our international sales leader of the company, who's very, very knowledgeable in terms of everything that has to do with customer taxation. And also we'll be talking about some financial matters that maybe you guys have questions for us. My name is Sandy Lamotte, and I'm the director of this company called InnovaGold. And also we got today with us our national marketing director, Mr. Rajesh Mahajan, who's a marketing director in India. And with that said, so let's get started with the most common questions. So I guess Rajesh already prepared some questions for us. So we can start answering them. And of course, if you guys have some personal questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We'll be more than glad to answer all of them. So Mr. Rajesh, the call is yours.
Hello, good evening to everyone.
Good evening. Yes.
So it's a very nice time that Mr. Sandy and our great Olesa both has given us a time, and Olesa is going to give us the discussion on taxation and financial matters also. Meanwhile, from team, I will say Kerala team. In Kerala team, I have received one question. When we are going to give the invoice, when the booking amount?
Okay. Вопрос был такой, когда вот...
I think today Kerala team is also there, and Kerala people, they are, some people has joined from Dubai and Qatar also.
Okay, great. Вопрос был таким по поводу именно инвойса, да, вот когда клиент, он оплачивает, как это отображается в нашей системе?
Hello, Sandy. Hello, Mr. Rajesh. Hello, everyone. Nice to meet you. Сейчас я расскажу подробно, ну, как бы приветствие, да, сейчас я расскажу подробно вообще о нашей системе, да, финансовой системе.
Okay, she will be explaining everything with a lot of details about our system.
Давайте начнем с того, что каждый клиент интернет-магазина InnovaGold это покупатель.
Okay, the first thing, let's start with the fact that each client of InnovaGold is a buyer.
Клиент, зарегистрировавшись в системе, заключает договор в электронной форме.
The client that signs, that makes a purchase, signs a contract in electronic form.
То есть вы знаете, давай, Санди, я вот общее расскажу, да, как бы ты поймешь и дальше, возможно, продолжишь. То есть у нас есть договора, это на 1300, на 5200, на 39, да, на 13 и на 117 тысяч. То есть, по сути, человек, когда вносит задаток, то есть, когда человек раньше исполняет весь договор, ему полностью эти все документы предоставлялись. Сейчас юридически по запросу именно индийской команды, да, в последнее время мы слышим от руководства индийской команды, что действительно идет какой-то, как можно это сказать, ну, по-русски прессинг, да, то есть люди, которые не хотят нам уступить дорогу в нашем развитии, да, нашей замечательной команды, понимая, что у нас все легально оформлено, и что у нас самый лучший интернет-магазин, да, который сейчас существует, и что в период коронавируса мы чуть-чуть притормозили вот эту легальность. То есть в последующем у нас будет открыто представительство с официальными складами, с официальными бумагами, с официальными инвойсами, да, со всем официальным. То есть на сегодняшний момент мы не можем, да, какие-то шаги сделать, поэтому и начались вот эти недовольные упреки. То есть кто исполнял полностью договор, тому этот инвойс выставлялся, но по просьбе индийской команды каждому человеку, который будет оплачивать задаток, да, непосредственно в интернет-магазин, раньше это служила квитанция, да, которая, как мы говорили, которая прикрепляется к договору и служит непосредственным внесением задатка за купленный договор, то сейчас, получается, мы будем выставлять инвойс к договору, который находится у нас на сайте, мы будем выставлять каждому оплаченному пользователю на его электронную почту.
Okay, the first thing, I'll try to explain everything that what she just said. So let's not forget that once the customer is choosing a contract, so we have 5 different contracts to choose from. So for different amounts, for 1,013, we got for 5,200 euros, etc., up to 117,000 euros. So once the customer chooses what contract they want to be participate in, they make that first deposit. And once it's done, so basically the customer has that time frame where they have to be fulfilling, the whole contract. So once it's done, so basically they receive the whole information about the payments and everything. However, since when we were actually in India, we actually tried to make all the legal process that in India specifically they're requesting us, because of the request of the top leaders. They've been having maybe some pressure from maybe different companies that are our competitors, and pretty much they were telling them why they are not having those type of documents. And when we were actually in India, just due to the coronavirus, we were not able to complete all these things that they were requesting us. So basically, under request, it can be done individually for each customer if they wish to have it. However, in the electronic form, automatically it will be attached to each email. Once they make the payment, it will be done automatically as well. But normally, usually, so it's under just request because it's a contract that the customer hasn't finished yet to pay, and therefore, so if they want, let's say, the information on the website, they can have all of that over there when they made the registrations, when they make the payment. So all the information is right there. Alicia?
Да. То есть сейчас, да, в настоящее время, то есть с понедельника, каждый оплативший клиент задаток в компанию согласно своего договора, согласно статистике, будет получать счет по требованию, инвойс, да, как мы его называем, в свой личный кабинет. Это только происходит по требованию клиента. То есть если раньше у нас в исполнение шел, да, но юридическая система сейчас, как я уже говорила, мистер Раджешу, сейчас у каждого в кабинете идет большая наработка, то есть у каждого в кабинете будет раздел, так же как обучение, статистика, да, мы видим, также будет написана документация. Каждый клиент может нажать в этот раздел, и он увидит перенесенный договор с общего сайта в свой кабинет. Также он будет видеть свой инвойс в исполнении этого договора, инвойс с задатком, инвойс с покупки золотых слитков, инвойс с продажи золотых слитков. То есть в ближайшее, давайте, чтобы мы не сквернословить, что-то не обещать, в течение сентября месяца мы это все закончим. И все, все сформированные инвойсы, которые до этого не были, они все появятся у клиента в кабинете. То есть не нужно делать из этого каких-то стратегических каких-то там решений. Я считаю, это не повод говорить на компанию, что она работает нелегально, это не повод говорить какие-то унижающие слова, да, нас это, в принципе, не касается. Мы знаем свою сильную сторону, мы знаем, что мы лучшая компания, и, в принципе, честно, компания работает, и сейчас, и будет работать, и все супер. Я считаю, что вот этот документ, это просто... Посмотрите на все остальные легальные документы, посмотрите вообще на все взаимодействие, посмотрите, как мы фигурируем. Мы открыли сейчас, это просто случай получилось, да, что я в Казахстане, мы все сделали идеально, мы все оформили на каждый, у нас есть документ, что InnovaGold — это торговая марка, которая принадлежит, у нас есть каждому моему слову, сказанному здесь, есть соответствующий договор и есть соответствующая бумага. Пусть мне, если так уж на нас сквернословят, пусть мне покажут со стороны их компаний вот какой-либо договор.
Okay, so just to make, I'll be as specific as I can, explaining actually what she was trying to say. Actually, the first thing is that she's trying to say is that there is nothing to worry about, because every step that we are taking, everything that we say can be documented. So when we say that, for example, we're opening an office in this specific country, as we did, for example, in Kazakhstan, we opened, a warehouse where we can stock, the products over there. Everything that we say, it's actually documented. Documents concerning about the brand of InnovaGold, that we own it. So all these documents we can actually show to whoever actually is willing to have this information. And for every little thing, for the purchase, for the sale, the customer will have a separate invoice in their back office where they will be able, to download it under request. So it's always under request. Sometimes, for example, people, they may even ask for the company's documents. So depending on what document they want, so under request, it can be done. And as of pretty much not to start giving promises, but like in September, we'll try to have everything done in electronic way, so people, when they want to have those documents, they can have it. But everything that we do, for example, you guys can see that in the system that we've been creating, it's very complex. So it's not something that it's done easily. It's not something that it's done just without thinking. Everything that we do, we try to make everything the best way possible. So when you talk to anyone about the company, you can be 100% about what you're talking about. And if we are trying to be as transparent as we are, so there is no reason, for people to get worried. We know that there is for example, competitors that they may be saying things, but when it comes to showing papers, so this is where the truth will comes up. So this is why we're so positive, and we're so sure of who we are as a company. So in terms of the documentations, as we said, everyone will have all those details, documentation in their back office that they will be able, to download. Some people, they're not even aware of them. When we will have it, some people will not even look at them, just because right now, there's some kind of like business war. So those things comes, to start showing up, but there's nothing to worry about. On the request, anyone can have those documents with no issue. It's just that electronically, in an automatic way. So we're still working on that process, since we've been doing a lot of updates on our website. Okay.
Я надеюсь, у мистера Раджеша остались, что не осталось вопросов. Можно спросить, может быть, что-то поподробнее еще рассказать. Может быть, возможно, у кого-то есть еще какие-то дополнительные вопросы. Все ли понятно то, что мы сейчас донесли?
Okay, she's asking actually if there is anything that you guys maybe didn't understand, if everything was clear, what I just explained. So if everything was clear, or if you might have some questions, please do not hesitate, and you may ask. That's why we're here for. We cannot hear you, Rajesh, so your microphone is not on.
Yeah, it's on now.
Okay,
there is one question from one person now. It's already, Olesa has answered, Olesa, and you have answered already, but the question has repeating. When we will start delivery of gold and cosmetic product in India? You have already answered, but I will request you to repeat in short, no problem.
Okay. For the Indian part, so as we said, for us to start doing everything that has to do with delivery of cosmetics or gold, there's some legal processes that we have to do first, since it's a different country with different policies. For example, in some countries, we don't have that type of issues to be making the delivery. So we just make the delivery straight, and there's no intervention. So in the Indian part, so it's a little bit different, because they are requesting for any company to have some registrations in the country for us, to start doing some delivery of gold, if we're talking about gold. So for the gold part, we need to have the registrations there. And once we'll be delivering the gold, of course, it will be the gold that is provided in India. So with the company that we are working with, that we partner with, which is the PAMP refinery. So this is the one that we partner actually for the Indian market. As for the cosmetics, so if I'm not mistaken, they have different policy that we need to be registered in the country for us, to be promoting the cosmetics. So it's a little bit different. So when we were in India, this actually was our main purpose, to make all these registrations. But due to the fact that the coronavirus things actually got started, those documents that we were waiting to come from Hong Kong, we were not able to receive it, and therefore we were not able to complete. But still, we had a time, to fly to Kazakhstan. Still, it was not that active yet, the corona thing. So we had actually the time to start doing some legal process and complete them. And that's why right now, for example, the country that we have all the documents actually ready in terms of offices, in terms of warehouse, where we keep our products, is actually Kazakhstan. So over there, we actually finished 100%. And for India, it's actually on our plans. Once we will have those borders opened and the flights available, since in our case, we're in Russia. So with great pleasure, we'll visit India, and we'll continue doing what we actually started.
Санди, можно я тоже возьму 5 минут, скажу, чтобы все понимали, что мы не собираемся в Индии открывать там какую-то отдельную компанию, да, у нас будет огромное представительство, которое будет представлять это полностью производство и продажу магазина золотых слитков, и полностью производство и продажу косметики, либо каких-то других товаров, содержащих элемент золота. То есть мы заходим учредительством 2 крупных компаний в одну индийскую компанию, да, которая дает будет плоды на территории Индии огромного представительства. То есть мы не просто так там с каким-то физическим лицом, там с каким-то учредительством, мы заходим учредительством с 2 крупными компаниями, которые будут вливаться в индийскую компанию, и которые будут иметь офис, иметь склады, иметь представительство, полное легальное налогообложение на территории Индии, и это дает возможность нашим клиентам своевременно получать золотые слитки, своевременно продавать золотые слитки, своевременно получать свои бонусы, своевременно выводить свои заработанные денежные средства на свои карты. Поэтому вот наши планы.
Actually, what she was explaining right now is that when we're talking about India, we are not talking about just going there, to open like an office and that's it. So we're planning to have 2 partners actually there, 2 manufacturers that we will be having partnership with, that will be working closely with us, so we can make the proper delivery of gold. Also, to work everything that has to do also with the financial part, also the cosmetic part. So it's not just coming there, opening an office, and that's it. So we want to make the full package, the full registration, having the companies that are already established there in India. So we don't have to be, breaking any law. So that's why everything that we do, we really take our time. We're not doing anything just to make it appear that we're doing anything. So we wanted to make it as clear and legal as possible. So at least, you guys can see the transparency of our company and can function without any hesitation. So that's the main idea of what we are doing, actually. That's why we're not rushing things. We do everything step by step. And if you have seen the way that when we started, since we've got actually the first launching of the company, you've seen actually how we got started and step by step how things were done. And in that short time period of 8 months that we've been working since our launch date on 22nd on January. So there is a lot of things that we've done. So we would even say that too much we've done in such short period of time, and we're still doing. So that's why don't worry about this time of things that about when are we going to India. It's just a matter how we will do everything. So we are really here to help you guys, but of course we also need your patience, so at least we can do the things the proper way. We don't want to rush anything. We want to do it legally, the best way, so we don't have any kind of inconveniences anywhere. All right. So if you guys have questions, please, you may ask. So if there's some questions, Mr. Rajesh, can you please tell
Yeah.
us? Maybe we can
One
just
question
answer it
is
right now.
one question is there from Mr. Lal of Kerala. A launching event can expect from company side in India after COVID issue. This is his first question, and he is asking one thing. As a national marketing manager in India, if company CEO can authorize a person to do all legal formalities here in India. These two questions he has asked to us. One question
Okay. Okay.
from
The first one.
Dubai. Yeah.
The first question. If we are planning to conduct events in India, that was the question. Of course. So that's actually was our main idea when we came to India. So if you remember, when we came, we even started looking for a location. We even have had the dates of when and what cities we were going, to visit. And just once when we were there, we just heard that, everything will be closed due to the Corona thing. So that we had no option than leaving the country. So of course, yes, we will have events in India. So you don't have to worry about that. The second question, in terms of if there is anything that the marketing director will be doing in India in terms of legal part, is that the question? Can you
Yeah.
please read it for me, please?
As a national marketing manager in India, if company CEO can authorize a person to do all legal formalities here in India,
Yes,
which
of
is
course.
not
Yes, we can.
possible.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. So we can deal with whoever we trust. So if whoever we trust the most, so these are the people that will be working with us. So in this case, we have actually two important key people that we have in partnership with. So the first one is you, and also the second one, who's also our management director in India. So we're talking about Dr. Shahid Saeed. So for those kind of matters, so of course we have both of you available. So when it comes, to any legal thing that we'll be doing in India. So of course we will authorize you, and we already have Mr. Shahid Saeed, Dr. Shahid Saeed, to help us for that. Okay, any other questions?
One small question has from Dubai. Basically, the person who is already in, he is from Kerala, but at present he is working in Dubai and he is having very good network in Dubai. He is asking that please ask about Dubai market, about registration, official launch in Dubai.
Any country can be done the registration depending on the law of the country. So if let's say, for example, we want to work in Dubai, specifically opening an office, if that's the purpose. Why I'm always saying that? Because we have not to forget that it's an online store. So as an online store, well, usually people don't ask Amazon or Alibaba, whatever one of these companies, why they don't open an office in their country when they also have, bonus programs where people can even, sell products, and also they will earn money and things like that. But people, they never ask for offices for those type of companies. So there is no difference in here. So it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is that we got a product which is an elite product, a luxurious product. We're talking about gold. So, and of course, for people, if they would like, let's say, to have an office or things like that, all we will do is just travel to that specific country. We will talk to the lawyers. We have our own lawyers that will be doing all the investigations about the, for example, the Dubai market, and they will be providing us with all the information we need to establish in that specific country. Let's say if they are willing to open an office or things like that, because it's an online store, so they don't need to stock anything. We are the one that do provide the delivery, you know, and all these type of things. So I don't think there is a need to open an office if you already have, you know, everything. Unless you want to, you know, meet some groups at the same place, of course, we can create what we call an educational office or a representative, executive and representative office. So like the one we have, for example, right now in Kazakhstan, and like the one we are planning to do in India. Okay?
There is one
So
question
I
from
guess answer this question.
Mr. Gio. Scope and significance of the project in next 2 years. This is a very good and very nice question, and we must appreciate Mr. Gio. And I will repeat the question: scope and significance of the project in next 2 years.
So what we as a company are projecting to have within the first, at least minimum 2 years, is as a minimum to have over 100,000 customers. That's a minimum. So of course, there is a lot of things that we are planning to do in terms, for example, we want to be established in all the continents. For example, right now we're established in Asia, so we are established in Europe. So next step, India. So then we want to be established also in Africa, Latin America. And once we have all these representations in all these continents, then we'll be able to achieve what we are actually planning to, at least minimum to have 100,000 clients. Of course, 100,000, it's just, I would say, a small number, because we are projecting at least minimum within the five years to have over 1 million customers in our company. And of course, for us to achieve that, we need to be legal. We need to start growing our company, our teams. And if we don't have your support, you know, if we as a company do not provide with that transparency, so we won't be able to achieve that. So it's just like a combination of your help with our help. We do our thing with the legal part, and you as leaders will be doing your part. And of course, with that mutual help, of course, you guys will be achieving whatever you want. But of course, we would like to be established in all the continents to have representation, and also for you guys as leaders will be able, you know, to develop our company the best way possible.
At the same time, in the evening also, which you was talking to me, we are, see, when Mr. Gio is asking that significance of the project, the same thing yesterday, today evening, you was talking to me about we are more concerning about our customers' earning. And we are focusedly working on our all the customers' earning.
Yes.
So will you please elaborate on that?
Okay, of course, of course. Let me explain a little bit. So,
Yeah,
Alicia,
please,
I guess
please.
you understand. Ты понимаешь, да, Алиса, что мы разговариваем сейчас, да? Вот
Да,
как
я
раз.
понимаю.
Окей, супер, супер.
Но я вам ряд не могу.
She understands everything. It's just that
great.
Sometimes she cannot answer fast, but everything that we say, so she understands everything. That's good. Yes, talking about the project, the main idea why we do that. When the idea of creating the company actually emerged, the whole purpose was to create a company like we are the one, we're doing the company for us as leaders. So when we created, all the focus was to make sure that the leader and the clients, whoever is participating in our company will be having benefit, and huge benefit. And what we did is exactly to analyze different systems that were already in the market. Sometimes people may say, or or those people, you know, they start copying or doing things like that. But if we look at the professional way and logical way, network marketing always were network marketing. So it all has different systems. So each company chooses what system is suitable for their product, because we cannot, for example, for gold, use direct sales. So it's a totally different product with not that huge margin in sales. We cannot just come up and, you know, with invent some numbers. No, we cannot do that. So we need everything that we do, we have to be really careful, because if we're talking about gold, the prices are regulated, and also the quality and everything, so it's regulated. So for the gold, the perfect marketing plan that was for us, the clients. So we say for us because when we were creating that, we created that like we were clients. It's like how we would benefit from that. So that's the main idea, because we wanted you guys to make a lot of money out of that. And of course, we've decided that the matrix system was the best option for our product. For the cosmetics, we've created a different type of marketing because it's a different product. Therefore, we cannot use the same marketing plan for different products with different, how can I say that? Like the one is product based, the one which is cosmetics, and the other one, the cosmetic, actually the price can be, I would say, manipulated, because the price, you know, you can put the price according to what you consider, what the strategy of the company. So it can be manipulated. For the gold, it can't be done like that. So it's a totally different. So that's why what we've done is we've created a system that will help absolutely anyone, any newbie, anyone who had that wish to change their lives. Just by using our platform, they will be able to achieve great things without making you know, those huge expenses. I'm not saying investment, because here we don't make investment. You make an investment when you purchase when you pay for the full price of the package of the contract. Yes, you have your gold, then that gold is an investment for you. But if you haven't completed, you have that contract, so you have a deposit, you make a deposit, and then, so it's not, we cannot say that, you know, people are coming here to make any investment. So we're giving them the opportunity to start small, and from that small effort that they just started, they decided they would like to have more. By making recommendations, they will be having huge benefits. And for that, we've actually used all the advices and all the suggestions that our leaders are giving us. So when you guys are telling us, listen, why we don't create this, why we don't do that, so we listen to what you guys are telling us. So this is why sometimes, you know, people may say, why are they always changing this and that? Because we try to do everything it's possible for you guys to benefit. If we see that you're not happy with that, so immediately we'll have a discussion among our team, our founders, the leaders, and we'll be just discussing with them, what can we do? What can we improve for you to start, you know, having results, and for you to have, you know, benefit out of it. But of course, our main topic is to make sure that our leaders make money. So that's why we give out 90% of the profit. So we give out to you guys 90, and that's basically how we work. So we are not, we try to motivate the leaders. So that's why all our focus is the customers first. They are happy, we are happy. They're not happy, okay, then we have to manage how can we change things so they can be happy. So this is our main focus, the customer. And actually I've discussed that, you know, with you yesterday. We cannot hear you, Rajesh. Your microphone is not on.
Yeah, it's on now. One suggestion has come, a good marketing tool, video, about company which includes head office and all other countries InnovaGold franchises. If it is there, more easy way to convince people and more motivation and trust too.
Okay,
So they want
understood.
the videos of different offices and our head office. So second question
Okay,
has
great.
come. There are a lot of projects available in the market across the globe, including other metals. How we are different from other capture the to others? How we are different from others to capture the market? This is really very good question actually.
Okay.
Because some people, if everyone are attending the regular webinars, they will come to know the how we are different. But this is very important that really in the world we are something much better than others. So Mr. Jiva is asking how we are other than different.
Okay. I will answer that question. I will also tell Alicia that so she can
Explain
understand
well.
everything that I'm saying. Они вот задали очень отличный вопрос, и вопрос касается того, ну, первый это по поводу, ну, это, ну, был не вопрос, это была, ну, просто вот рекомендация, чтобы приготовить некие видеоматериалы, да, возможно, где у нас офисы и компании, ну, что-то вот, какой-то материал, да, вот подготовить, чтобы они смогли, да, вот работать более уверенно. И второй вопрос, это уже был вопрос, действительно, да, как мы себя оцениваем, да, вот чем мы отличаемся от других компаний и почему мы можем сказать, что мы действительно, да, вот лучше, да, вот других или отличаемся от других. В чем наше преимущество?
Давайте я отвечу на этот вопрос. Почему мы считаем, почему, давайте я считаю, да, я вот как лидер, почему я считаю, что мы лучше, чем другие? Я как лидер, позиционирующий себя на рынке драгоценных металлов других компаний в течение 10-летнего опыта, и я была лидером в тем компании, да, то есть весь мой опыт, который я получила в той компании еще мы воплотили в одну компанию в целую. И не делаем этих ошибок юридических, логистических, по отношению клиент-лидер, клиент, да, руководство, то есть имеем субординацию, имеем опыт взаимодействия. Если рассматривать с легальной точки зрения, то я четко могу сказать, что мы интернет-магазин, который работает легально и который открывает представительство в разных странах. Покажите мне, пожалуйста, документы того интернет-магазина, который легально все это делает и открывает представительство на территории других стран. Все прекрасно знают, что на сегодняшний, не буду я называть имя той компании, что все легализацией в той компании занималась я. И у нас есть отработанная практика, и есть отработанные, которые мы, опять же, здесь применили. Я считаю, что мы лучшие. Мы с лучшим продуктом, мы выйдем обязательно на рынок, и я имею в виду по изготовлению в Индии золота собственного производства. Только вот нам помешало вот это. У нас уже все отработанные схемы, эти есть у нас заготовки, как можно, да, сказать. Эти пути пройдены, вся информация есть, она вся есть на бумаге, нам просто нужно попасть и заключить договор.
Окей. Отлично. I will explain actually what she was trying to explain, and she's saying that as a leader, she's actually right now talking as a leader who's actually been in also different companies without mentioning names, and in the gold business, she had 10 years of experience. And what happened actually during those 10 years of experience is that she required a lot of knowledge, and seeing the things, the mistakes that those companies were making, all right, in terms of the law, you know, all the legal part, you know, in terms of also managing the management of the company, in terms of, you know, the interaction between the leaders and the company. So all this experience she've acquired, and we as a company, as a team, we've created something that was different in terms that we've took into consideration all these mistakes that were done. And when we're saying that we actually are different from our companies, the reason why we can say that, it's because we take very seriously when it comes to the legalization. Even, for example, at the other company, as she's saying, you know, that, and where I used to be also the director of that company, basically all the legal part was done by her actually as a leader. So she knows exactly what it needs to be done to make, you know, to open an office, to make all the legalization in any country without it. So the experience is already there. The knowledge is already there. Now, for the Indian market, of course, that would be the same thing. It's just going there. Once, you know, we have that availability, and we already have all the papers ready, all the documentations, we have them ready. It's just a matter of going there, you know, signing the contract with those suppliers, the manufacturers that will help us to manufacture our own gold bullion, but for the Indian market in India. So all of that is already set up. It's just a matter of us going there. So in other words, how we can say that we are better than the others is just that we've been in those companies, pretty much all of them, you know, that we're talking about gold, and we've created that just something, avoiding those mistakes that they've done, and we implemented and made it even easier for the customer to develop that business, which is InnovaGold. So this is actually what she said. And I think that this answer should, you know, give them some idea of what is our intention towards, you know, developing that business.
I think the questions are coming, Sandy. But meanwhile,
Okay,
we can take the discussion which actually Ulesa wanted to tell about the taxations and financial things.
Okay, good. Okay. Он говорит, ну, вопросы еще там они идут, но хотелось тоже именно по налогообложению немножко поговорить и также по финансовой части.
Что именно по финансовой части?
She's actually asking about the financial matters. What exactly would you like to know?
Actually, there are some questions. Actually, it's a frequently asked question by all the Indian teams. Whenever we are getting paid, means when we are getting the bonus, we are selling gold to the company and we are getting euro in our wallet. Company will deduct the TDS or not, and who will pay the tax, or tax liability stands to the customer. I think we have mentioned in our terms and condition, but you can ask.
Окей, он спрашивает, ну, когда клиент, он делает покупку золота, да, если он продает золото, то налоги, он кому платит налоги и как это вообще вот отображается?
Все налоги платит компания. Клиент не платит налоги.
Okay, all the taxes are paid by the company because the client doesn't pay any taxes.
Great. So this is what the actually perfect answer what we got. The taxes will be borne by company, but the earning which was done by the customers that taxes liability stands to the clients only, customers only,
Окей,
because that is their
он
own
говорит,
earning.
уже когда он заработал, да, вот денег, на
No,
эти
not both.
деньги, да, на них тоже, ну, налоги берутся. Видимо, ну, это именно про Индию он говорит. Как ответить на этот вопрос?
Смотрите, дело здесь не важно, Индия это Китай, Россия, либо еще какая-то другая страна. Клиент заключает договор на покупку инвестиционного золота в слитках, возьмем на 1300 евро. Он делает за финансовое значение, то есть 110. 10 уходит в административный сбор, 100 минус, остается 1200. Клиент получает на 1200 бонусов. Бонусы ни в одной стране не облагаются налогами. Он не покупает это золото, он получает бонусы, на которые обменивает на товар в интернет-магазине на золото. Это идет акт покупки, который дается. Клиент не купил это золото, он получил, он обменял свои бонусы на товар. Если он продает это золото компании, то клиент продает его по меньшей цене, и это никак не облагается налогами. Я обязательно напишу в ближайшее время книжку по налогообложению, где я четко распишу каждое действие клиента. Это не важно, это в Индии, это в Китае, еще в какой-то. У нас законы все одной рукой писаны во всех странах практически. У нас только цифры ставок разные.
Okay, what she is explaining, once the customer is making a deposit, let's say we're talking about the main bronze and made that deposit of 110. 100 is what is used for the deposit, and 10 is what is used for maintenance, you know, and internet services and administration fee. Basically, once the clients start receiving bonuses, they are not receiving money, they are receiving bonuses, and from the bonuses, they are in no country you should be receiving any taxation on bonuses, because you're just making an exchange of those bonuses, and the company is giving you the product. However, if you want to sell, you know, those products, you can sell it to the company. You receive the income, you receive the money. Now, what she's actually saying that it doesn't matter what country you are. So it's pretty much like all the laws they were reading with one hand, with one person. It's just that they may be having some differences in different countries. But when it comes to bonuses, bonuses are not taxable. So you're receiving a bonus from, you know, a company just for making recommendation. It's not that you've been making a sale. So it's a different thing over here.
Great. Nothing more about the taxation or financial matters, because if something will be there, then we will get back to you. There is one question. There is one actually good thing he has written: how training and education model will implement by making videos, which you are already preparing your videos also, minimum.
Oh, okay. The customer is asking if we are going to be preparing video trainings or things like that.
Yeah. In India, actually, we have conducted the training also from 26th of August. So this will also help the model by making videos.
Okay. So they want to learn how to make videos. Was that the question? Of course,
he has
yes.
written actually how training and education model will implement. Means how we are going to implement the training, because you know, when we are thinking for, it's a very nice question actually. Now I understood what he is asking. What he is asking, how training and education model will implement, means how we are going to implement training model.
Okay, there will be, that depends actually also on the country, because for example, there are some countries that even the usual training that we would like to do, we're not going to be able to conduct them. Let's say we're talking about some countries such as Cuba, or maybe some countries that they don't have that strong internet connection. So if you try to conduct a webinar for those countries, it's just going to be impossible, because they won't be able even to open, the system. So for those countries, we would have to be implementing a different type of training, which means in written material in PDF format, where they can see step by step what they should do once they get registered, what is the next step, and they just do it step by step. For those countries where they have availability for like good internet connection, of course, we do have webinar trainings. Of course, for example, now we are going to have some trainings in India, inviting a very professional speaker that will be giving all the training in your language. So it just depends on the country. Every country will have a different way of receiving the information. But of course, video training is something that we will have, and we already having videos actually once you go to our website. Of course, if you've noticed, a lot of videos actually changed because you guys were requesting some improvements in the system, maybe in the marketing plan. Therefore, we've made the video, and then we had to implement something else, and then that video that was already there is no longer active. So you cannot even use it the same way, because the information is not really updated. So we are constantly updating our video trainings, webinars that we can conduct. All right. Also, once the pandemic thing will allow us to travel, of course, that will be different seminars in different cities, different countries. So, but mostly right now, what we can do is at least to start creating different videos, so you guys know exactly step by step what you should do to start promoting yourself, and how you should conduct that business the correct way. But we are always available for you guys.
Sandy, I have received two questions. One question I have received from the new team, which is just starting from Uttar Pradesh and developed by our great leader, Mr. Ajay Singh. The
Yes.
question is, can we tell about the Google Pay or Phone Pay, like a Paytm, connected to our website for deposit and withdrawal?
Okay, all payment options that we have available, so all of them, we firstly have to see if we are able to use them. There's a lot of things involved, so it's basically the financial part. I think Alicia could help me a little bit more. So she's very knowledgeable. Actually, that's what she does. That's her profession. So banking things. So I will ask her actually about this. But of course, I will tell you just a little bit that all the payment options that we choose before we use any payment option, we need to make sure that everything that they are requesting from us in terms of documentation, everything, so that we are straight. And also that that payment option is not going to be asking for any taxation for the customer as well. So we just try to see what payment option is good for you, so you guys don't have to be suffering than paying more money than you should. But of course, with the payment options that we have, for example, now, which is ADV Cash, Perfect Money. Also, we have PayPal. We have Bitex Fin, also payment option. There is going to be other payment options that we'll be implementing as well. So little by little, of course, we'll be maybe review these payment options that you guys are saying. So it just depends on the steps that we're taking right now. So we just need to finish first with what we've started, because all the payment options we choose, we have to finish them 100%. Once we finish with one, we start with the next one. So we just finished with the BitXFin, that now we're going with how's that payment option is called? The one that they use mostly in, there is in Africa actually, Payzera. Payzera actually payment option is something that the leaders were asking. So now we're working on that one. So once we finish with this one, we'll go to the next one. So it just depends. Payment options, we always will be constantly improving them. But credit card option with those payment options that I just mentioned can be used once you get verified with those accounts.
There is,
Ну, то, что, let me just tell to Alicia,
yeah, please, please. Yeah, there is one question for Olesha.
Okay. Они спрашивали тоже, например, Google Pay, если мы, например, можем использовать, или, например, платежи через телефон, если вот такие возможности можно использовать.
Но мы делаем это пошагово, я слышала, да, как мы делаем это пошагово, степ-бай-степ, и мы не можем сейчас начать все делать платежные системы в один момент. Сейчас это присоединили. Следующий шаг это и идем по мере возрастания, мы идем потихонечку к открытию новых платежных систем. Сейчас карточных систем можно бы было открыть карты, которые другие системы, но для этого нам нужно, допустим, вылететь на место регистрации компании, да, то есть это вылететь в Гонконг. Как вылететь в Гонконг? Мы никак в Гонконг не вылетим, поэтому мы заменяем другой. И так вот постепенно вот эти все обновления, но мы все делаем для клиентов, для их быстрого взаиморасчета. Пожалуйста, денежный банковский счет, пожалуйста, PayPal, пожалуйста, BitNPix, там, пожалуйста, кому-то удобно биткоинами, да, которые их преобразовали через ADV-кэш, Perfect Money. Ну, на самом деле очень много. Просто если для себя перед какой-то системой, ты просто поясни, что даже те ребята, которые в Кубе, у которых вообще Western Union мы открыли, пожалуйста, можно Western Union направлять. Мы создали приказ компании, где мы можем принимать денежные средства Western Union от клиента. И это мы будем выдавать на этот инвойс. Просто мы новость не выложили.
Okay. Basically what she's saying actually that pretty much what I just told you, that since we've been working on different payment options, so every step that we take for every payment options actually is forcing us, to get, documentations directly from Hong Kong, which is our headquarters registration. And we have actually to fly over there to get all of that, so we can, start doing some new payment options. So of course, once we finish with the ones that we're already working right now, of course, we'll be accepting other payment options that you guys may be using. But with what we have right now, it's even more than enough. But still, we're looking for more, because you can actually do bank transfers, in our company. You can do credit card payment in our company. You can do even cryptocurrency. For example, we got a country that I just mentioned earlier, Cuba. The situation, political situation in that country. So they don't even have credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, they don't even have them. So, and those people, somehow they're managing to, develop our company. So for those type of situations, of course, even Western Union, we are using, so just to make things easier for our customers. So we've made actually an order where, we gave that order. So for countries where the payment option is really difficult, they can actually even use Western Union. It's just that officially we haven't yet put it on a website, but on individual basis, of course, If we have situations like that, it can be done with no problem. But for other payment options, of course, there will be, you know, different options that we'll be implementing. So it will be easier for you guys to make all the payments that you wish. All right?
Sandy, yeah. Sandy, one question came to Olesa. Actually, this is the third time he has sent me the question. Tomorrow, the team is from Kerala and newly developed by Mr. Ajay Singh. The question is, they have a joining tomorrow, 10 from Kerala, 10 from Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka new registrations are happening. But they are facing one problem. They are getting the numbers, how many registrations done under them, but they cannot see under whom it has been registered. So how can they come to know that who has registered under whom, on what date, and their registration as well as their payment status also?
Okay. Они как раз, они тебе вопрос задают именно по поводу того, например, когда клиент, он делает свою оплату, да, регистрацию, оплату, они хотят знать, как они могут в системе видеть, да, кто когда зарегистрировался, кто когда оплатил и кто под кем, например, кто, например, спонсор кого, да, вот как они могут это сделать.
Все заметили, появился новый раздел «Статистика». Ребята очень долго над этим разделом работали. И сейчас для Раджеша готовится полная инструкция, потому что я вечером попросила сделать эту инструкцию. Раздел «Статистика», в который заходишь как личная структура, как структура, вбиваешь числовой параметр, например, сегодняшнее число, и у тебя выходят все люди, клиенты, которые зарегистрировались. Если они внесли задаток, то указан их договор и указана дата. Если узнать, чья это структура, это заходишь в раздел «Моя структура», там берешь ID, заходишь в раздел «Моя структура», вбиваешь поиск по ID, и у тебя все выходит.
Okay. What she's saying is that,
1 minute.
Yes.
Mr. Shibu, please listen to this, because this question I have received from your team third time. So please listen this carefully. Yeah, please.
Okay. Concerning the registrations, the first thing is once you get registered, if you've noticed, there is actually a section in our back office that is called statistics. So it's something new that we just implemented, and we're expanding the information that will be included in those statistics. Besides that, you can see the date and if that person was activated, if that person actually paid, and what package they chose, what contract they choose. Actually, you can actually see it for now. What we are working on right now is to make a part in that same statistic section where you can choose the ID of the person, and you will see all the information actually. Even right now, if you go, you can put the ID of the person that you're looking for. You will be able actually to see the structure of that person by ID. And of course, all these details, you will be able to see if that person is just registered, not verified, and if that person chose a contract. It's just that right now, for example, they are already preparing some PDF material with instructions for the team, so they know exactly how they can do this, how they can view, to look for a customer, how can they view the member by ID, by the email address. Right now they can do that. It's already there. It's just they know that they have to be looking for it. But of course, we will be doing a section where you can choose, let's say, a time frame from this date till this date, how many registrations I got and what contracts they chose, and you will see all the information. So we are already working on that. It's just that, you know, as we say, everything is done step by step. So that's why every week, every 2 weeks, you know, you'll see something different in your back office is just coming up. So because we're constantly working, and we do want for the statistics to be the main thing for you to focus on as well, so you can, so you know how to work with your team much easier.
So this was about the question. Yeah.
Sorry. Сегодня Раджеш получил статистику, да, непосредственно по Индии. И мы хотим вообще лидерам оформить такую статистику, вот, динамичную в кабинет, чтобы каждый лидер, открывая эту статистику, анализ за запрошенный период. То есть будут формироваться все вот эти графики, все вот эти движения. То есть каждый лидер будет анализировать в своем кабинете вот эту статистику.
Actually, what she's explaining right now is that, like the same way she sent you the statistics, you know, that you received from her, with all these, you know, graphics, you know, all this information, how many people got registered, what contracts they chose, you know, and all this information, each and every one of you will be able to see it in your back office. So each leader will be able to view this information. Like that, you can analyze and you can be more productive, and you can even predict what is going to be your development, how you need to interact more with your clients, with your team. So it will give you a clear information of what you're doing and how you can planify yourself, how you can plan yourself, you know, toward your future.
Sandy, let me share this to the team, because this was very interesting thing what I have received today from our admin team, and I will share this to the team. And to be frank with you, I am working in network marketing business since 23 years. But not a single company has shown such kind of statistics which was giving by us to our customer. And this is the best part and eye-opening section to all our customers. So will you please share this to Olesa?
То, что он объясняет, что вот за 23 года, которые он уже проработал и до сих пор работает в сетевой индустрии, он никогда не видел компанию, которая вот так подробно и детально, да, предоставляла информацию о развитии, да, вот компании, да, вот то, что вот отправила, да, информацию. Никакая компания никогда не давала вот таких подробностей. И действительно это очень удивило, что вот мы как компания дали вот такую подробную статистику, честную статистику, самое главное, вот ключевое слово, честную, где действительно, да, вот никакая компания, вот столько лет он работает, никакая компания ему не давала такой информации.
I will share in Hindi.
Okay, сейчас он на хинди объяснит.
दोस्तों, आज मेरे पास एक स्टैटिस्टिक्स रिपोर्ट आया हुआ है और पिछले 23 साल से मैं नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग इंडस्ट्री हूँ. बेसिकली आई वाज वर्किंग एज ए वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इन वन ऑफ द वेरी बिग कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी. तो वहाँ पे फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस या स्टैटिस्टिक्स रिपोर्ट्स या पाई चार्ट, जो आज मुझे पाई चार्ट मिला हुआ है कंपनी से, इस तरह का पाई चार्ट या इस तरह का स्टैटिस्टिक्स किसी भी नेटवर्क मार्केटिंग कंपनी ने किसी इंडिविजुअल कस्टमर को कभी भी दिया नहीं है. लेकिन अगर आप आपके डैशबोर्ड के नीचे एक कॉलम देखेंगे तो वहां पे एक कॉलम है स्टैटिस्टिक्स. उस स्टैटिस्टिक्स कॉलम में आप अगर क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको आपका खुद का इंडिविजुअल स्टैटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट मिलेगा. उस रिपोर्ट में क्या क्या मिलेगा आपको मालूम है दोस्तों? पिछले 6 महीने में या पिछले 1 महीने में आपके पास रजिस्ट्रेशंस कितने हुए, उन रजिस्ट्रेशन में से कितने लोगों के वेरिफिकेशंस हुए, मतलब कितने लोगों का वेरिफिकेशन हुआ है और कितने लोगों का वेरिफिकेशन नहीं हुआ है. द सेम टाइम जितने भी नंबर ऑफ वेरिफिकेशन रजिस्ट्रेशन है उसमें से कितने आईडी पेड है और कितने आईडी अनपेड है, थर्ड थिंग, ब्रॉन्ज, सिल्वर, गोल्ड, हर पैकेज में मेन टेबल में आपके पिछले 6 महीने में या 1 महीने में कितने ज्वाइनिंग्स हुई है, द सेम टाइम स्टार्ट टेबल में कितने लोग आए हुए, करेक्ट। मतलब हर एक डिटेल चीज का उन्होंने पाई चार्ट दिया हुआ है, सो दैट आप अपने आप को एनालाइज कर सकते हैं कि मेरा बिजनेस, दिस इज माय ओन बिजनेस, ओके। सो मेरा बिजनेस मैं कहां पे लेके जा रहा हूं। सो दिस इज नॉट फॉर द कंपनी सेटिस्फेक्शन, ये आपके अपने खुद के सेटिस्फेक्शन के लिए कंपनी ने ये बनाया हुआ है। एंड रियली आई विल हैट्स ऑफ टू ओलेसा एंड सैंडी फॉर प्रोवाइडिंग सच अ फैंटास्टिक स्टैटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट। यू नो, स्टैटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट है ना आपकी खुद की, आई विल से इट्स योर व्हाट, जब हम लोग एक्सरे नहीं ये निकालते हैं ना, आई व्हाट वी कैन से, do you know this X-ray report we are getting? Okay, so when we are going to doctor and we are checking our heartbeats, okay, so such kind of reports we are going to get it for you. You know, this
Yes.
is your all independent report. You know, in last report, it is unbelievable. You will get the statistics and your ratio in the month of January, how much registrations was there in start and main table, and last 6 months you will get a graph. You will get the graph what was your ratios. You know, when I saw this today afternoon, I came to know that Rajesh, since last 2 months I myself not performing in this company, because if I will see in the month of May our graph was exclusively best, but from the month of May to June and June to July, we are drastically come down. Of course, we can see, understand the pandemic situation, but we cannot give any reason. Why we cannot give reason? Because in the month of May also there was a pandemic situation. Then,
Yes.
अगर मई महीने में भी अगर कोरोना था, तो जून और जुलाई में भी तो कोरोना ओपन हो चुका था, तो हमारा ग्राफ नीचे क्यों आया? और ये ग्राफ देखने के बाद रियली ओलेसा, आई वॉज थिंकिंग ऑन माई सेल्फ कि व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, मैं क्या कर रहा हूं, या शायद मैं काम ही नहीं कर रहा हूं, ऐसा मुझे दिख रहा है। तो दिस इज द आई ओपनिंग स्टैटिस्टिकल रिपोर्ट विच कंपनी इज गोइंग टू गिव यू इन योर ओन statistical section. And when you will show this statistical report to your customer or your client, I will guarantee you they will join you without taking any giving reasons. क्योंकि इस तरह के रिपोर्ट्स किसी ने जनरेट नहीं किए। ये रिपोर्ट आपको खुद को मोटिवेट करेगा या डिमोटिवेट करेगा कि मैं पिछले 1 महीने में काम नहीं कर रहा हूँ। प्लीज सैंडी।
Окей. Вот, ну, он объяснил действительно, что вот, это вот единственная вот компания, которая прям настолько вот позаботилась, да, что именно вот такую информацию предоставила. И также, что он, да, заметил, да, что вот по той статистике, которую он получил, что, да, вот с его стороны, да, вот со стороны Индии, да, был спад небольшой, и что он это видит, да, но это, наоборот, его замотивировало, потому что он видит уже прямо с такой, скажем, ясностью, да, где они сейчас находятся и как сейчас они должны двигаться, в какую сторону и работать, да, вот сейчас именно над вот этими ситуациями.
Да, да, Сандис, это нужно всем понять. Мы говорим свои сильные стороны. Мы готовы, если у нас где-то будет какая-то оплошность, слабую сторону, да, то есть когда будет падать регистрация, мы готовы это сказать. То есть мы только за честность и за правду. Мы должны работать. Мы все тут собрались лидеры. Мы не будем говорить, что у нас все волшебно, все прекрасно и все сказочно, облачно. Мы не будем говорить, что мы на третий день становимся лидерами 5-го уровня, как пришел в компанию и стал лидером 5-го уровня на третий день. Мы будем говорить правильную статистику, мы будем говорить открытую статистику, мы все будем как есть, и мы будем мотивировать и давать людям возможность идти вперед, только вперед, идти к своим мечтам, идти к своим целям, стать лучшим. Нам не нужны вот эти вот облачные фантазии, облачные там несуществующие сказки. Мы реалисты, мы чувствуем, мы все общаемся друг с другом энергетически. И кто никак, как я чувствую, когда человек врет, а когда нет. Поэтому давайте идти к большим от малых, а не рисовать какие-то свои голове, как рисуют другие.
Okay, what she is actually explaining is about the first thing is that when we provide the information, we provide with the honest information. That's the first thing, because we do not just want to come up with numbers saying that, you know, someone just out of the blue started, you know, developing the 5th level of the leadership program just to say that in 3 days. So it's something that isn't real. So when we are not performing as a company, we have low numbers. Of course, we will tell you that. So we are not ashamed to say that. That's mean we have to be improving, you know, if we're not doing something the correct way. So it's not like, you know, it's a fairy tale that everything has to be beautiful, everything, you know, we are realistic. So if we are not performing, we'll tell you straightforward, we're not performing. That's why we are giving you all the statistics. You know, we've made from this day until this day, this is the result that we got. So without, you know, trying to, you know, to say things that are not real. So we cannot do that because we're working with people. And once you start, you know, lying to people, it's going to come up sooner or later. So we prefer to say the things as they are. If we're not performing, we're not performing. That's mean we as a company have to take responsibility for that. And we need, of course, you know, to be improving. But we prefer to do it giving you the honest statistics. You see actually how everything is going. And like that, you as a leader will take responsibility now. You will say, okay, if this is what's going on, okay, this week I'll try to do better. And you'll try also, you know, to give the best of you. But everything should be honest and without exaggeration, just, you know, saying things just, you know, to impress others. When you'll do that, then, you know, you'll be lying to people. So we don't want to be lying to no one. So we just tell them the things as they are. So that's why when sometimes people tell me, oh, how fast am I going to be, you know, successful here? How much I will be making? I just tell them straight, well, if you will work, you will earn. If you're not working, you're not going to earn anything. So it's all up to you. I cannot promise that you will have the same result as some of our clients that receive 24,000 in 3 days or 2 weeks. I'm not going to guarantee you that. But what we can tell you, if you focus enough and help your team to do better, of course, you'll get results. But that's the way we do business. We prefer to do it the honest way, the legal way. And I think with that, we'll become, you know, the best company in terms of the gold and the cosmetics actually that has gold. So I think we'll be performing the best way we can.
One message received, and I will request you to share this with Olesha. The message was written by Mr. Santosh Mane. He is from Mumbai and he is a retired government officer, class 1 officer from government. He has written that really transparent affairs of business by InnovaGold.
Can you repeat that last part? I didn't hear very well.
Really transparent affair of business by InnovaGold. He has appreciated us, our transparency. Okay. And a person who has written this, he is not a small person. He is the retired government class 1 officer.
Okay, I got you right now. I got you. Okay, то, что вот он объясняет, что есть сейчас как раз именно государственный учредитель, да, который, ну, сейчас он уже не работает там, да, и он очень поражен именно прозрачностью нашей компании. Он очень удивлен, насколько вот прозрачно мы работаем. Вот, и он говорит именно, что вот этот человек, да, вот настолько прям доверяет нашей компании.
Мы действительно шли к этому, да, это очень тяжело познать налоги, легализацию это каждой страны. И то, чем на сегодняшний день мы владеем, той информацией, да, тем опытом, то действительно очень много того стоит. Это колоссальный опыт, нажитый за все эти годы, и я благодарна это всем. Благодаря клиентам, благодаря партнерам мы узнавали с каждым днем новое, 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 и так учились.
Okay, yes, actually what she's explaining is that everything that we've learned about taxation, you know, and things like that. So everything was done, you know, acquiring these experiences in working in different countries, in different companies. So all this information didn't come up that fast. So, and of course, different countries have, you know, different ways of doing business. So we have to learn from each country individually, you know, how to work with them. That's why we're working, you know, with them and taking our time to do the things, you know, the best way we can. So it's not easy, but we still try, you know, to do the best. So at least you guys can be satisfied and have the best product and the best platform.
This was about the questions, Mr. Sandy.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Message, special message from Olesha to the Team India?
Олеся, они спрашивают, ну, по вопросам уже как раз завершили, и они, ну, спрашивают, если у тебя есть какое-то сообщение, да, какое-то послание, да, для команды с Индии, что бы ты хотела вот им сказать?
Я хотела бы в первую очередь это поблагодарить. Я бы хотела поблагодарить за доверие, за любовь, за вообще за все, за работу, за сотрудничество. Я жду, не дождусь, когда наконец-то закончится все-таки плохая ситуация, и я куплю билет на самолет, я соберу чемодан, и я полечу в мою любимую страну Индию. Мы опять также будем встречаться, мы будем проводить встречи, будем открывать офис, мы будем радоваться, мы будем мазать красками друг друга и радоваться, и вообще получать позитив от нашей работы, строить мечты, планы, цели, идти только вперед, вперед.
Good, good. Actually, she's saying thank you for everything, you guys, for your presence, for your love, you know, for the way that you treated us. And of course, we will go once we get, you know, those tickets and this availability to go to India. Of course, we will go there, you know, to meet you guys, to enjoy with you, you know, to have a good time. Also to get painted, you know, with all these things that we had, you know. So yeah, holy, exactly. So we want to keep in touch with you, having a good time, you know, just a normal relation, you know, and being human. So that's we just want to be, you know, loyal to our customers and to have a good connection. So with that said, thank you so much. Guys, for being here, for your questions. We are always available for you. So whenever you need us, we are here for you. So we are proud to have you as not just clients, so also as friends. So we're open to you. And thank you so much again. And as we always say, it's time to shine.
Thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
So thank you so much. And have a wonderful rest of the evening, guys. Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care. Thank you. Thank you very much, Sandy. Thank you very much, Olesa.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Rajesh.
When a creek turns into a river, a tiny grain of sand from a gold mine is a success. The work of one is the business of the whole team. When specialists from different fields create unique products and unite people around the world in a long-term and successful project, then everyone can learn to develop their capabilities, build their own gold business, and achieve recognition. We are all different, but we have a lot in common. We are a team of like-minded people, where everyone strives to help people fulfill their dreams. Join the InnovaGold International Business. Create your own team and develop yourself alongside with us. Team success is everyone's success.
Time to shine.